our regular get-together and hangouts, and we have, as usual, Govind Kumar, who is going to let us know on certain insight into some of the indigenous systems of education. This topic is broadly covered under the Indianization or Indianization of education, which is being wrongly translated by the leftist liberals as saffronization. So, but Govind Kumar, with a wealth of his knowledge on Indian systems of education, he is now going to talk a little bit about what he has found, some certain things interesting about Govind Kumar. Shall you kindly elaborate on what you've been linking up now regarding this astrology, Kerala astrology especially?
Yeah. Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics was founded by one Kerala mathematician called Madhava Sangrama Grama.
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Govind Kumar, echo is coming. Wait a minute. I'll cut off the volume. Right. Fantastic. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. The Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics, KSAM.
Right.
It was founded by one Madhava of Sangrama Grama.
All right.
Okay, and it was he was followed by brilliant mathematicians and astronomers like Parameshwara, Nilakanta, and Jeshtadeva.
Okay.
It is said that Jeshthadeva's Yukti Bhasha was the first book on calculus, and these Kerala mathematicians preceded Leibniz and Kepler and Newton and all the Western mathematicians by about 600 years.
All right.
There are books to prove that. I have given a list of 60 books in my web page, the Kerala Advanced Astrology.
Okay.
Many scholars, it was actually the genius. The genius of KSAM was brought to light by one Westerner, Matthew Wish.
All right.
He article on the Hindu quadrature of the circle.
You mean this man Charles Matthews Wish?
Yes.
Okay.
And he wrote a book called The Hindu Quadrature of the Circle.
Hold on there. Now, it seems this Charles Matthew Wish is talking about on the Hindu quadrature of the circle, that is dividing it into four, and the infinite series of the proportion of the circumference to the diameter exhibited in the four Shastra, the Tantra, Sagraham, and Yukti Bhasha, and Karana Padati, and Sadranamala. So these are the four works, and he's talking about the Hindu quadrature of the circle, an infinite series of proportion of the circumference to the diameter. This is what he's talking about, and that is what Govind Kumar is actually trying to, bring out this wealth of knowledge and information locked up in this traditional text. But before going into that, Govind Kumar, can you please hold on a minute? I would get back to you. That is an interesting point there. You see, Dr. Conrad L., when he actually stands for the Indianization of our whole ramp up of our educational system, which is actually has not emancipated itself from the post-colonial hangover, the colonial viewpoints. On top of it, you have the leftists who have written the history. And so, we are yet to acquire a kind of a respect or, a legitimacy as far as the Indian point of view of their own readings of history is concerned. Having noted that, though he is on the side of this process of Indianization, Dr. Conrad says there is a very important point there. They started off catching the wrong end of the beast. For example, he is totally against the Indianization of education, starting off at kind of a peripheral science like astrology, to which in a way, they are right in opposing it as some kind of obscurantism. We are catching it at the wrong end, while mathematics is there. Indian mathematics, Vedic mathematics, they are on a more sound and surer footing than esoteric subjects like this astrology, which are actually not science but parallel sciences, if at all. So, what do you think on that? Gonji, go on.
No, no, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what he's saying is, Dr. Conrad Ellis says, why you people start off the Indianization process or the rewrite process of the education by going into astrology instead of the other treatises. For example, we have even astronomical texts. So instead of going into that, why are we going into astrology? That is a question. Conrad Ellis says, he points out the reason why the previous regime couldn't successfully kind of revise the syllabus or even touch it or in any way meaningfully alter it. Goenji?
Yeah, yeah. The problem is astronomy and astrology is a discipline based on astronomy and mathematics. All three are sciences.
Mathematics is different. He has no objection to your Vedic mathematics. He has no objection to mathematics or astronomical things like Aryabhata's works or things like that, Surya Samhita and things like that. But going into astrology as a starting point is rather, kind of self-defeatist. It reinforces the kind of obscurantist.
No, we are not talking about
It's a projecting on your whole
astrology. We are about astronomy and mathematics.
Yes, Govindra. Govindra?
And the Indian mathematics and astronomy.
Yes,
yeah, these books which we have quoted are not astrological. Actually, the books we have cited about 60 books, and they are about astronomy and mathematics, about the Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics, not astrology. Because I developed my software based on the KSAM algorithms. Algorithms.
All right. So it is.
So I can prove it because I developed my software. It is a class software, astro software, which I developed. But astrology, it is not astrology. It is the calculations astronomy only. We are using equations like sine c is equal to tan phi tan delta. These are the formulae of astronomy. Astronomy and mathematics based on the KSM algorithms. I did not use the Laplacian or the Keplerian algorithms. I used the KSAM algorithms and developed my world-class software. I can prove it.
Can you please elaborate more on your nature of your work in simple terms, like it should be, like the average viewer, the average reader.
I am the owner of about 16 websites. I'm the owner of 16 websites. I have 5 astrological sites.
Hold on there, Govindra. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll tell you. My site eastrovedica.com.
Right. Okay. So what I want from you, Govindra, hold on.
Yeah.
Cross-talking must be avoided. All right, fine. What I am seeking from you is rather an average man. Okay, he does not know much about all these things. He knows only one field. His job, his field of expertise. Now, I am asking on his behalf. Can you please explain in terms that I'm a doctor, I cannot understand all these things. Too much mathematics, kind of brings smoke through my ears. And so, can you please explain in terms where I can understand the nature of your works that you are talking about?
See, I am the owner of about 16 websites. I own eastrovedica.com.
Okay.
An astrology site. I own astrologyvedica.com. That is a Vedic astronomy site.
Okay.
Astrologyvedica.com is an astrometeorology site, meteorology based on astrological solar transits, And I own astronosis.com, which is based on Vedic astronomy, which deals only with Vedic astronomy. So for different subjects, we have different websites. I own stockmarketastrology.com. It deals with financial astrology. And I own cricketastro.com, which deals with cricket astrology. I own keralaheritages.com, which deals with Kerala tourism, and it's a tourist site. Like that. I recently started guruvayurforyou.com, which is about the Guruvayur temple. So different.
I want you to find out about just that mathematical, astronomical, architectural side of your work alone. Can you please tell about that?
Yeah. That is because when I wanted to create, I had to do research in astronomy for 3 years, in order to create the software. And I developed the astrological software. It will print your kundali, your horoscope, with 24 pages within 10 minutes in a laser printer. We sell it for 250 rupees here.
All right. you kindly discuss about the recent works that you said you are into. What are those kind of works? And
So we developed the software. I developed a lot of software. I developed numerology software, gemology software,
but
astrology
these
software.
again, Govindraj, again, this is about what you call these parallel alternate systems. But we are
Pardon?
here talking about those stronger areas like you see, the in astronomy, in medicine, in surgery, in architecture, metallurgy. These are the things, it was very, as Dr. Conrad has rightly pointed out, being a physicist, Yaman Joshi in the first round of attempting to Indianize it, bring out the richness of education system and sciences, should have started off there in physics or in particle physics. There are Surya Samhita and things like that, which have advanced concepts on the subparticle physics. As the Cairn Center in Europe, it has got a Natarajan
Must,
statue there, and so they are able to appreciate that these basic ideas of Indian, the ancient Indians were actually so, much in line with what the most advanced of our scientists are now beginning to even glimpse at, which is why they put the Nataraja statue in front of the Cairn Center, that is the particle accelerator center. So, you said that you're about Guruvayur temple. Maybe we will begin there with the architecture. Before 1 minute, we will look at these documents that you sent me for this program. Wait a minute. Yes, here we go. Uh, Okay, hold on there. Right, go ahead, please. We are looking at something called, it's not origin of sine and cos is in India. That is what it says. It says that sine and cos, which are mathematical, I guess, and jia, koti, jia were the terms used by the Indian mathematicians. The Arabs converted these terms as jiba and kojiba. It was wrongly translated into Latin as sinus and cosinus and became sin and cosine, sine and cosine. And so Bhuja Jya means our sin, Koti Jya means our cos, and Spasha Jya means tan x. That's a wonderful point. The Indian inverse functions as Spasha Chapa for Arthan, Bhuja Chapa for Arc Sine, and Koti Chapa for Arc. Can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, yeah. See, the equation of sine is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. That is
All right.
bhujajya by trijya. In
All right.
Sanskrit, we don't say opposite side by hypotenuse. We say bhujajya by trijya, and
Okay.
adjacent side by hypotenuse
Okay.
by three
Okay.
tan, and the arc sine of the arc cos of the angle is Kodi Chava, and the
Uh-huh.
arc tan of the angle is called Sparsha Chapa in Sanskrit because it reminded
All right.
bow. That's why Chapa angle, Chapa meant the it reminds Brahmagupta of the bow and the arrow because 1 minus
Oh,
cos x were sign. He called it
yes, yes. It's
what's
yes, yes, I
the
get it.
term? He called it
Like the solar arc, and the
Urdhva
bow, the
Urdhva
arrow, and so the
Urdhva.
kappa is the arc that
Yeah,
defines the
yeah. And
Utkramadya.
the Indian trigonometric diagram.
So we have
This is the
here
Indian
the
trigonometric
concept
diagram.
of radius as Vyasarda, correct? Kotijya and Utkramadya.
This
That
is
is,
called Vyasartha in Sanskrit.
all right. Go ahead,
Kodija is
please.
cos.
Go ahead, please. Then it goes on to
Yeah,
say, talk about
the
Aryabhata,
word sign 1 minus was to Shara.
the sign table. Is it spelled sine or sign?
Yeah, I mean Shara was
Cosine,
arrow.
sine,
It
cosine.
reminded
All right. So
yeah, that is
Aryabhata
verse sign.
sign
That is
table.
1 minus. Yeah, the Indian
Go ahead.
mathematicians, to the Indian mathematician, it sounded like a bow and arrow. Shara means an arrow. And in the diagram, it looks like an arrow. Whereas the bow is a chapa. That is a sparsha chapa, the arc sine of the angle, the arc cos of the angle, arc tan of the angle.
All right. Here it says that Christopher Clavius derived his figure, that is, these tables were used by Christopher Clavius, and when he solved his mathematical problems that has been vexing them for so long. Especially the knowledge of Indian maths initiated the Gregorian calendrial reforms. Can you please tell a little bit more on that?
Yeah. See, when there were the Pope.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Hello. Yeah. Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead, please.
but he had to rectify the calendars.
All right. The Gregorian calendar, you say,
He discovered
derived.
Clavius, you know, some astronomy and mathematics.
You say that the Gregorian calendar reforms were actually inspired by the formulas that were actually derived
Created
from these
by the Gregorian.
guys you have quoted, right?
Now the Westerners did not at that moment India was having the sign tables of Aryabhatta and the sign tables of Madhava. They are
Okay.
not actually sign tables. They are the R signs of. It's a table of R sign difference because 3 degree 45 minutes. The difference of it is given every value from 0 degrees to 90 degrees was given in the table sign tables of Aryabhatta, which was the first sign table ever constructed in the history of mathematics. And in Kerala, School of Astronomy and Maths, Madhava had the same time sign table, 3.75, which is the same thing in radians. 3 degree, every sine value of 3 degree 45 minutes was given. 3 degree 45 minutes, the sine value is this.
All right. Yeah, go ahead, please.
7 degree. It is already there on Wikipedia. The sine tables of Aryabhatta and the sine tables of Madhava. So,
Okay. Yeah.
mathematics. He learned astronomy and mathematics from one Jewish scholar called Pedro Nunes. So,
So, so actually, we got those
Clavius
big
sent
ideas
his people. Then this
from.
Indian astronomical and mathematical knowledge was in Kochi. Uh, so he sent maths to India to problems of oxodromes. That they sent and these people, Matthew Rick and other scholars, to Kerala to study about the Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics, to study the sign tables, and then they studied it, and with Indian knowledge, they triumphed. Now there were no calendar in previous days. There was this problem of navigation which was vexing them. They were following celestial navigation. The ships used to, in order to know the latitude, they used to look at Sirius or moon or some object in the sky. It was celestial, and they used to compute the longitude according to that.
I
But
see.
once this signs and the sign tables and how to calculate signs, which is purely Indian knowledge of astronomy and mathematics, and with that Indian knowledge, they triumphed.
All right. That is about the past, and that is also must be brought out
Now,
by
this is
research.
given
How
by
much
Dr. C.K.
exact?
Raju. Now, Dr. C.K. Raju was one of the leading lights. Dr. C.K. Raju, he was the brain behind the supercomputer, maths professor, and he has written a book called The Cultural Foundations of Mathematics. The Cultural Foundations of Mathematics. It is highlighted in that book. And there is another maths professor, Professor J.J. Joseph, East University.
All right. All right. So, in essence, you are saying that it's essentially about the past. So, you say that their contribution to our knowledge through the
Words, yeah.
Arabs first,
We
and
went from India into the. I had written about it.
okay, hold on, Govindraj, hold on. So, what you in essence are saying is that initially through the Arabs, the knowledge of mathematics, and then through particularly you claim that through the Kerala group of researchers,
Mathematicians.
some of the Orientalists. further knowledge of mathematics also flowed. It helped the Gregorian calendar reform. Then you say that it played a role in, on the navigations, which became crucial of the seas because of the star positions and so on. That is interesting. All this is regarding the past and must be documented. Going forward, do you think that there might be some scientific insights in these Indian astronomical and science texts?
It arrived.
Yeah, go ahead, please. You think there could be some
Okay,
hidden,
go ahead.
yeah? Hello?
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
go
I'm
ahead.
asking, can there be some hidden, still some relevant material there? Some, Govind Kumar?
Some hidden.
I think he has a problem with the links,
Uh,
and I think you have a problem with your links, and it's a little coming off in fits and starts. I believe that there is something called the Vimana Sastra, and I believe the Tata Institute is doing some research, and even the Chinese are into anything on that. I think we have a problem with the link up with Govindrat going. Are you still there? Govind Kumar? I think we lost them there. Uh, Govind's video feed is having a slight bit of problem. Govind Kumar, can you please confirm if you're still there?
Can't hear you.
All right, now.
Yeah, I'm
So,
here. Can you hear me?
yeah, I could, but your video link is, is not appearing. Your video link is blank. All right, you go ahead. Maybe get your voice ahead. Tell me, please. Oh, all right. I think we have a problem with this link up. I'm able to get his. Let me wait and see. All right, fine. So, Govind Kumar has been telling us about the past, while he's unable to, he's yet to talk about the relevance, the present relevance, the relevance of the present. Uh, do the Indian scientists have any kind of, could have been having some, going into researching these texts, which has played, he has good points out in the scientific progress of the Europeans in the past. What we should be actually trying to find out now is that whether it has still something to offer as clues, perhaps, for the scientists today. Like, the Tata Institute is doing some research on the Vimana Sastra texts. Go ahead, please. I think we lost the video link and audio link of Govind today. Govind Kumar, you're still there? I think we lost Govind Kumar over there. So probably, he's talking about, Govind Kumar is talking about the mathematical side, mathematical contributions, the architectural contributions, and, you know, mm, here we go. His excellent materials he has supplied about the architectural concepts. Yeah. So since there were no computers in our times, shells, that is, cowrie shells, were used to calculate planetary positions. Paral Sankhya wa- was used for, which means 44, and there are four Vedas. So Netra means 22. So these words replace for word counts, and the genius of Puliyur Purushothaman Nambudiri condensed the thousands of slokas of the 18 Siddhantas into thousand odd slokas called the Ganita Nimaya, that is the calculatory, Ganita Nirnaya, how to do the calculus. It is one of the best books on mathematical astrology ever written. So the mathematics to place there, though it's astrology. And in the Kerala system, 14 major perturbations of moon are highlighted. 14 trigonometric corrections are done for the 14 anomalies. So after computing the Chandra Madhyamam, the mean longitude of the moon, After 14 trigonometric connections, the longitude is called Samskrita Chanda Madhyamam or Samskritendu. So all that is goes in most of rocket science there. He says he adds so how the eclipse works are done, ecliptic works, and add CNM to cultured longitude, 14 reductions, detect the node, then reduce it to ecliptic. It seems to be quite far advanced mathematics. So these are the books that he is enumerating, the books of the Sham. Parameshwara's rule by R.C. Datta, Madhava Sangrama Krama, a Journal of Kerala Studies, on the Quadrature of the Circle by C.T. Rajagopal, Medieval Kerala Mathematics, Archive of History of Science by C.T. Rajagopal, Lagu Bhaskariya, that is solar science, that is easy, solar science made easy by Sankara Narayanan, then Siddhanta Darpana by Nilakanta, then Siddhanta Deepika, then Tantra Sangraha, then Vinavaraha, Yukti Bhasha, Jyoti Mimamsa, all by Nilakanta, and Geometry of Sri Yantra by N.C. Bolton, and Mayura Shikha, and the Cultural Foundation of Mathematics by C.K. Raju, Bharatiya Ganita, Bharatiya Paristhiti, Bharatiya Rasa Tantra, that is chemistry, all by Dr. C. Krishnan Nambudire, and Bhada Deepika by Parameshwara, Aryabhatiya Bhashya by Nilakanta Somayaji, and Sputa Nimaya by Achyuta Pisarodi, and Siddhanta Darpana by Nilakanta again, and Ganita Adhyaya, that is mathematical origins, like Bhaskara and Ganit Nirnaya, and then Gola Deepika, that is figures, and Drig Ganita, Grahanyaya, and Kerala School of Hindu Astronomy. This is an astronomical work. For the first time, you see Kerala School of Hindu Astronomy by Professor K.V. Sharma, and Geometry in Ancient and Medieval India by T.A. Saraswati. So we do have actually kind of video clips here, which you could see. Excellent video clips here. Uh,
Hello, I'm G. Kumar of WWW Astrology. In this video, we'll talk about the Kerala School of Astronomy. Well, the KSAM was founded by Madhava Sandramanta. It was followed by brilliant mathematicians and astronomers like Parameshwara, Jeshtadeva, Nilakanta. The Indian astronomers were interested in the computation of eclipses, of geocentric longitudes, the risings and settings of planets, and relevance to the day-to-day activities. Did not Emerson say, astronomy is excellent, it should come down and give life its full value, and not rest in its such. They were not bothered about proposing models of the universe and gaining publicity, but then they did discuss the geocentrical model, the rationale of the calculations. Parameshwara and Nilakanta modified the Aryabhata model. By Shikrocha, Parameshwara meant the longitude. Shikrocham Sarvesham Ravirbhavati. The interior planets, the longitude of the Shikra correction is to be deducted from the sun's longitude, the Ravi Skura, get the anomaly of magnetism. The Manda Prati Mandala, the mean angular motion of the planet, with the trigonometric corrections are given to get the true geocentric longitude. Jeshtadeva was a Kerala astronomer, helped in the calculation of longitudes when there is latitudinal deflection. In his Yukti Bhasha, he calculates correctly the cosine of latitude, which is important in the reduction to the ecliptic. There is a separate section in the Yukti Bhasha which deals with the effects of the inclination of a planet's orbit on its latitude.
So that was an excellent presentation done by our. That was an excellent presentation done by our Govind And I hope we meet again. We lost the signal of Govind here, and we'll be doing this show again tomorrow, same time. And I hope you all stay with us. We'll discuss more of Indian contribution to astronomical sciences with Govind tomorrow. Thank you.